Hello and welcome back. Lots of things have changed, but in a very short amount of time. Literally, 1 day's worth. So, what happened? I decided to put the wiring loom in because I injected 12 volts onto the fuel relay, got fuel pressure, and then I was like, right, it needs to come back out to get the exhaust wrapped and various other things. But it was like, we haven't actually tried to see if any of the electrics work. So I have, in one afternoon, but without the camera because I wasn't planning on doing it, put the wiring loom in. All the coils are left unplugged because I need to establish oil pressure first. Ran a permanent live over, which needs to finish getting clipped. Started identifying all the different E36 parts in the wiring loom, should I say. Yeah, the ECU's in there. Need to tape up these to neaten them up. Need to fit the OBD somewhere. Put an earth in. It's all just temporary, just to prove it works. Yeah, and I just poked the permanent live into the top of here just to get the OBD part working, which I just pulled out there, so sorry for the interlude. Right, so yeah, the OBD reader is now active, although I'm not getting much information back from it yet. I haven't also put in the RPM signal wire to it. We have the electronic throttle body wired in. So yeah, now it's time to test if the solenoid pulls in when I press the starter button. And it doesn't when it's supposed to be immobilized, because I have got immobilized on it, but it's not the EWS or anything like that. So establish that. I still have to work out the alternator wires, because that alternator is is the dry one, not the wet one. So there's no plug on it, and there's 3 wires on there, and there's only 2 pins on the back of that alternator. So one of them's obviously 12 volts for running. So I'm presuming the other one's an exciter wire. I've also got the oil level sensor, but we don't have an oil level sensor, we just have a switch. So I'm wondering if I can link the wires up so it just triggers a switch to say you've got low oil. Not entirely sure. I wish they'd just put something in so you could have an oil level sensor on it, but never mind. The catalyst, the air sensors, O2 sensors, sorry, are over there. Don't need them in for the initial test. So yeah. So what I did was I jimmy rigged the starter motor up. There's two wires that on the starter plug. What I found is if I have one wire going to the solenoid, it works, but if I have both the wires, it doesn't work. So why has it got 2 wires? And yeah, so anyway, that's confusing me a little bit. So now I can finally turn the key, and we have a dashboard, fuel gauge, which is to be expected, and then if it's immobilized, when I press this button, nothing should happen. Oh dear, it does happen. That's not good. Oh dear. Alright, that's not working. It's not working at all. But there you go. She's turning over. So, when it wasn't turning over before, but it is now. So that's interesting. It wasn't turning over when the immobilizer was on, I should say. So that's interesting. So yeah, so I've got it turning over. So I'm just waiting on a test gauge coming. Then I'm going to pop on to the adapter, which is in there. There's currently a fuel pressure switch on it. Have I got one of the lamps with me? No, but I've got a phone. That'll do. I think that'll do. Well, yeah. So just in there, not that you can see it, there is a fuel pressure switch, so that's gonna come out. That's gonna be fun getting that out. Get that out, get the gauge on there, because I need to establish we have got fuel pressure. If we've got fuel pressure, then I'm going to plug the coils in and see if it actually fires up. It should run like a bag of shit because none of the O2 sensors are in, but if it fires up, that's the main thing. There's no alternator connected, there's no power steering because they're not plumbed in. The same with the water pump, so I'm not going to burn anything out. I just want to see if it does physically fire up. That's the plan for the day. Wish me luck. Okay, interesting development. While I was taking the switch, I can't show you off. It's just there. Yes, when I took it off, what happened? It had a little wee. So, if it had a little oil wee, then that means it was pumping oil. So it means I can't put the tester on just yet. And I'm looking at this tightness of the space in there and thinking, I'm not going to get it on. We'll see though, we'll see. But yes, so if there's oil there, then that means that it's pumping oil. Good sign, good sign. Okay, I'm going to go for a start. If I'm honest, I'm expecting this not to work. But you never know. It'd just be nice to hear it fire up for a couple of seconds. That would be lovely. Okay. Okay, so now we have a crank signal. That might be it, but I don't doubt it. You never know. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I thought about that. I haven't done that for ages. Should we see if that works?
Yeah, do it. Do it.
You want to hear the beeps because the siren's not on.
You want to call me?
Yeah, I'm pleased I got my coffee done quick.
Well, you just put it all over then.
That's just normal revs.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so this is the back piece now made. I'm not going to let you see the welding too close because it's fucking terrible. Put a V-band on the end of there. Had to make a makeshift guide for the rubber there. But it should go on, it should fit, and the pipe should be straight. So I'm going to get that on now and we'll have a look. that makes a massive difference. Yes, happy days.